Banff is Canada's oldest national park, famous for its iconic blue alpine lakes. Over the next week, Nina and I are joined by two of our friends on a mission to see if this national park is really worth all the hype.
In today's video, we are going to show you how to visit Moraine Lake and Lake Louise, all from using the shuttle system. Here we go to Canada!
After driving across the border, we quickly realized that they do things a little different here. We needed to switch our speedometer over to kilometers per hour and reluctantly filled up for gas, having no idea how much it cost. But neither of these things could stop us from picking up our friends from the airport. For those of you that watched our Europe series, you'll remember my best friend Jordan. He's the ultimate hype man and the first person we call with new adventure ideas. Back in Europe, Jordan had been texting this girl named Maris. Since then, they started dating and we were excited to use this trip to get to know her better. We grabbed a quick bite in Calgary before driving to Banff.
Yeah, that's what I need. Dude, she loves it.
On the way there, we drove through an epic sunset before setting up camp and settling in for the night. Jordan finding a way to sleep on the ground still, ditching his sleeping pad.
Get the full experience.
Going no mat, no pillow, just blankie. Yeah, it's way more aesthetic.
All my pillows quickly turned into not being pillows. So Jay, I did end up using it.
Yeah, I knew it, dude. I knew you'd use it.
I didn't even know that.
Maris, how is your luxury sleeping pad?
My sleeping pad worked great, but I did wake up because I was cold. That's fine.
With only a few hours of sleep, we needed to get ready and make lunches for the day.
Morning, sir.
Oh, we're in Canada?
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Let me just go do my morning routine in Canada.
The clogs. You look the most prepared out of all of us.
I genuinely slept in everything in the
Nice. Well done.
We used dry ice for the first time, and everything we have is frozen.
Oh, it is cold. Whoa.
Warm.
Thank you.
Special day. You're kidding. How did you get this?
George was feeling so good about his mom's Christmas present to him. And then Nina was over here just busting out her heated glove liners that Jay got her for last Christmas.
Ready or not, we needed to hop in the car and try and make our bus reservation. My tea's great, thanks for asking. What's the weather looking like, Jordan?
Not looking good.
We had rain all last night at our campsite, and we woke up this morning to some more rain and clouds, but there was nothing we could do about it since you have to make your reservations in advance for the shuttle. There's no same-day reservations, so make sure to book them in advance. New in 2023, there are no personal vehicles allowed here at Moraine Lake. You used to be able to wake up early and maybe get a parking spot at sunrise. You can't do that anymore. You have to be on public transportation or the national parks buses. If you're nervous about weather, don't give up hope. The climate is always changing in the mountains, even throughout the day. So still show up and hope for the best.
Fog's burning off, sun's burning through. How prepared are you feeling right now?
20%. I need to spread out all my belongings on this bus and organize everything.
I just want to show my boots really quick to show them how prepared I am.
That's it. I literally just rolled out my house and I have the chance to feel my outfit today.
Tell me we're not on that bus. I'm sure that's great on a warm day, but that just looks so cold.
I just like what's called wild Banff.
Ooh. Wow, Banff.
Since we were late, we quickly hopped on the bus only to realize that it was the wrong bus. They have banners posted outside each one, so make sure you're going to the right
I've
spot.
kind of had a crazy morning with getting on the bus, waking up, making breakfast, but now we're finally on the bus, headed to Moraine Lake, and I'm finally chilled out.
When we first arrived, we were a little underwhelmed. It wasn't quite like all the pictures you'll see online, but since we were already here, we decided to hike up the rock pile and see the lake from a different perspective. As we hiked, it was obvious that our first look didn't do this place justice. As the clouds started to rise and the sun came over the mountains, we were able to see why Moraine Lake has such a big reputation.
This is really pretty, so I'm taking it in before I see Moraine Lake because I can enjoy it more now, but I think the other side's even better.
You gotta want it!
And look at that form. Look at that. Wow.
I nailed it.
After taking some pictures, we headed down to explore the lake's other amenities. Maris grabbed coffee, I think we saw the biggest crow in the world, and looked at how much it cost to rent a canoe.
Wow.
That's very expensive. If you didn't have to wear a life jacket, I'd maybe consider it. The photos are incredible.
It's no wonder why people try to bring their own. It's crazy to think that this was just our first stop of the day.
Lake Louise is also included in the shuttle, so after this, we're going to hop back on the shuttle bus, go to Lake Louise before going back to the park and ride this afternoon.
Our bus ride gave us just enough time to grab a bite. What's on the lunch menu today?
This is lunch. We have pesto turkey, tomato, lettuce in a tortilla.
You want to do it all in one bite?
First bite is all tortilla.
So I have a birthday request for tomorrow, and this is something that I have been waiting to do for 17 years. Every year my birthday comes around and I'm like, is it the right time? The answer is always no. But this year,
This is it.
this is the year. I think. Stay tuned.
Oh, I think you can even show us.
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah, I think you can show us.
You know what this is?
Are those tattoos? Where are you going to put them?
We'll find out tomorrow.
With how busy the parking was at Lake Louise, we were thankful for the shuttle system.
I think you can park here at Lake Louise for $23 a day, but because we were already doing the bus, it was included to come. We are at the very popular lookout spot at Lake Louise, and we're just about to start the Beehive Trail. We're really excited to get away from the people and get up higher and get to see this view from the top. The sun is just starting to come out and the water is so blue. Honestly, this one is much better than I expected.
We noticed that Lake Louise also had quite the canoe operation going. However, we decided to take some pictures on the boardwalk before our hike. The hike was a bit more intensive than expected, but we were close.
We just made it to Mirror Lake, which is 2 miles up the trail. I read it was 5.5 miles round trip, but I feel like we're not that close yet since that's the Beehive. This is really pretty and we can see the tea house, so we're close to snack time.
Lake Agnes and the tea house were just around the corner.
We made it to Lake Agnes, right over here, and the tea house right behind me. The line is massive. We are going to continue hiking up to the big Beehive and then come back down and get tea as our reward afterwards.
We wanted to make sure we had enough time to reach the top of the hike.
How we doing, team?
We're on the third switch back up, just a mental game at this point. The hike's been hard but pretty consistent up until this point, and now this last mile is pretty killer. So the official top of the big Beehive hike is this little gazebo thing right here, but the area up here is actually really big. So even though there's a lot of people, it's not too hard to find your own private little spot with a view of Lake Louise. You're up here, you see the photos and you think it's edited. And honestly, a lot of places are like that. This one though, it's legit. This is a terrifying drop off. At that edge, you're just gone. Even though we're staying at the Lake Louise campground, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're actually lakeside. The Fairmont here at the base is the only place to stay that's truly at the base of Lake Louise. Our campground is in the town of Lake Louise, about 5 kilometers back. Lake Louise is gorgeous from the shoreline, but when you get up high, the colors become so much more vibrant. We are at the big Beehive right now, about 2,500 feet of elevation gain from the base, and it's been about 6.7 miles round trip. You can see the whole lake from up here. You can see all the surrounding peaks. You can even see where the Victoria Glacier feeds into Lake Louise up here.
Finally, taking a rest felt great, but we couldn't stay for long. We needed to get back to the tea house before it closed, as well as catch the bus back to camp.
Can't bring her out in public.
That's hot.
Oh, you're into that? You're into the big beat?
Now, we hiked pretty quickly here, but we've also been spending a lot of time taking photos and videos at both lakes. And I wouldn't say the day's been rushed, but I definitely could have enjoyed more time at both the lakes. So it's totally doable in a day, but also if you just really want to take it in and enjoy it, give them each their own day. So we just got down from Beehive hike and now we're in line for the tea house. The line is significantly shorter than when we first got here, but it's still pretty long. I think it stays like this all the time. They also take US cash, but they take it at Canadian face value. So you should probably get Canadian cash if you want to save some money.
How long do you think it's going to take?
We're looking at a solid 30 minutes right now.
Okay.
It's for the ladies, so anything goes.
While we waited, it was fun to watch some of the little critters going about their business.
Oh, look at this chunker, Neen. That is not how a chipmunk's supposed to look.
It's her ready for tea stance.
Wow.
Powerful and decisive.
There was so many good teas to pick from, it was hard to decide, but I went for Canadian maple because we're here in Canada. I would come here every day though and try all of them. The tea house stops seating at 4 p.m. and they do to-go orders till 5 p.m. They take cash and card, but their card reader sounds like it goes down often, so make sure to bring cash. You can also help them hike out trash at the end of the day since they hike everything up and down from here.
Canadian maple I had a gut feeling about. Let me tell you, I would eat the tea bag itself. It's so
Mary's just reviewing the muffins over here. I mean biscuits.
This is like cinnamon roll, but without the frosting. It's really good. This is $2 whole.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is definitely one of my most scenic tea drinking locations.
Now it was time to head back.
Who decided that they like matching? You're the matcher.
Matching outfits do we have?
Banana.
That's not good enough. That was 5 years ago.
How we feel about being done with the hike?
My legs are killing. It's beautiful down here, so I'm happy to be down here. I want to chill for a little bit and just take it in some more. I for sure thought we had padded our day with so much extra time, but we caught the 9 a.m. bus and we are catching almost the very last 7 p.m. bus away from Lake Louise. It's been a good amount of time, but I almost wish we had more. We just got down from the hike, finished playing some cards right here on the boardwalk, and we are headed back to camp for the night. So amazing to see these beautiful lakes in person. Tomorrow is Jordan's birthday, so we are going to start the morning with some hikes on the way to Banff town, where we're going to spend the evening and go out to dinner. It's a secret, but he doesn't know. We're going to do fondue and kind of ball out on a really fun dinner in town. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't let the like and subscribe buttons hit you on the way out, and we will see you in part 2 of this 3-part Banff series.